so black and blue, how I'm drawn into you, magnetic, you're magnetic.
What is going on, Guardians? It's me, Glory here, and today I want to talk about the new Pinnacle Vanguard weapon, the Oxygen SR3. Now, this weapon is fantastic, I gotta say. I really like it in PvE. It gets stuff done. It's it works very well on Equinox and Crucible. I've used it in competitive a little bit too. It wasn't that bad. I do like I like Oxygen SR3 a lot. It works very well with clearing ads. I have the Dragonfly spec mod on it to increase the range in which Dragonfly can activate. As you can see there, it got an enemy that was pretty far away, so that's really good. I can clear like all these ads out within like a couple hits, which is just fantastic. I used it in Reckoning. I like it in Reckoning when there's like solar burn on. This is a weapon that you're going to want to add to your arsenal, and it pairs very well with like things like Thousand Voices and Threat Level. That's what I like to use with it, but you can use whatever the hell you want. Like, it doesn't really matter. But the main perk on it is Maganuera. Now, Maganuera is very similar to Rampage. It works very well with precision hits, so it's like a Rampage for Dragonfly, if that makes any sense. And it can stack up to 3 times just like Rampage, and it does do a lot of damage. I don't know like the damage increase numbers. I'm sure Dado or somebody like that can tell you the exact numbers on this SR3, but from what I've experienced, I really like the weapon. I paired it with Huckleberry right here. It's just a story mission, but I was trying to get the Catalyst finished up. I still haven't finished that, but I will pretty soon here. So how do you obtain this fantastic weapon? You first want to go to Zavala, and he has a bounty for you. And what you're going to have to do is get the Vanguard Triumph, where you have to land 1,000 precision final blows. So I recommend going and doing strikes. Do about 500 of the precision final blows, and then you want to start going into Nightfalls, because you have to complete strikes in Nightfalls, about 18 in total if it's just Nightfall strikes. But you're going to want to do the precision first, and you're going to get to about 20% when you if you do about 500 precision kills. You're going to get to about 20% with your Vanguard. And once you get to about 500 precision final blows, you're going to want to go and start doing your Nightfalls. And you're also going to have to get 500 orbs of light, so I would use a weapon that is masterworked. So if you got a Luna's Howl, that thing is fantastic. But if you want to use something, I don't know what else you can use, like West of Sunfall would be a great weapon to use. I'm sure there's going to be a burn on that has a weapon that's better to use for precision. So it's kind of your choice. I'm sure you can figure out what lands headshots the best for you. I'm sure like a Blast Furnace is pretty good too, but I highly recommend using a hand cannon for this step. And then by the time you finish your Nightfall strikes, you're probably going to have about 800 to 900 precision final blows, right? So then you're just going to have to grind those out, and then you're probably going to be about halfway with the 500 orbs, unless you're just popping off supers left and right. I recommend getting a full set of super modded gear. If you don't have that, that's fine, but yeah, you just want to stack up get a bunch of weapons that are masterworked or something, and you can generate orbs like that. And that's probably about the last thing you're going to have to do with this fancy weapon, is get the orbs for it. I don't know why, it seems like the orbs were harder to get than the precision final blows, but I think I was going for the precision final blows more. But yeah, I would definitely do about 500 precision final blows before you go into the Nightfall. That way you have a bunch done already, and you'll get the rest of it and basically by the time you're done with the Nightfalls, you're going to be done with that step, but you're going to have more orbs to get most likely. That was the fastest way I've found, but I've only done it on one character, but I would assume this is probably the best and most strategic way to do it and not like feel burnt out on it too much. I use the strike Strange Terrain, but you can use whatever strike is available that week, which whatever is the fastest, has the best strategy. Just do that strike. And if you enjoyed this content, if this was helpful, please leave me a like and a subscribe and hit that bell notification. It really helps out my channel. I'm growing right now, so it really helps me out when you like and subscribe. And with all that being said, I want to hear your guys' thoughts on the weapon. Do you think it's too powerful? Do you think they should buff it? I definitely think they should buff it, make it more powerful. Scout rifles just need to do more damage in general. I think they should have like a reverse range perk where it does less damage up close and then more damage as it goes further away. I think that's how scout rifles should work. But I guess they don't. I don't know why, but they should work like that. So I really do want to hear your guys' thoughts. Do you like it? Do you hate it? And without further ado, that's it. Peace out. I'm going to let the mission finish up completely, because, you know, you might want to see my ninja skills. And peace out, my dudes.
Final piston is clear.
Control center's still dark, so it's gotta be more than a piston problem. Gonna have to get in butts with the circuit breakers.
Try the central platform. Everything routes through there. Circuit breaker's going to be around there somewhere. Find it and flip the switch. Just like I said.
Yeah! Power's back!
Exemplary work, everyone. But we still have to deal with these intercepted enemy transmissions.
We're the envy. Death and taxes, that's all we giving. You can make a life, but can't make a living. You can make it work, but that still ain't driven. Give a lot, but that still ain't giving. Living life like this ain't real though. Every night like this, I feel so dead wrong.